Hello everyone, welcome to Intellipaat's live webinar on how to become an Azure certified professional. Today's webinar is conducted by Mr. Amol Chabada. He has more than 5 years of experience in the field of cloud computing. He has worked as cloud engineer with many major MNCs like Media Agility, Deep Logitech, and Nagaro. So guys, let's welcome Mr. Amol into the session. Sir, over to you.
Sure. Hello and good afternoon to all of you. Okay. Please let me know if you're all able to hear me properly.
Yes, sir, we are able to hear you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, so let us start with this webinar. Okay, so in this webinar, we would be studying about how to become an Azure certified professional. Okay, so we'll be studying about how to become an Azure certified professional. So let us start with the webinar now. Okay, so in the agenda, we will be first covering an introduction to our Azure platform, and then we will be learning about some concepts of Azure, how Azure is working, and then we will learn what prerequisites are required to be proficient in Azure and getting into this Azure related path. And then final we'll be learning about Azure professional career pathway, how we can use Azure to build our career around cloud computing and as a Azure engineer. Okay. So now let us start with introduction to Azure. So now if I talk about Azure, so Azure is a cloud provider which is 100% owned by Microsoft. Okay. So like there is no other subsidy and all, it is 100% owned by Microsoft. And this provides us with the wide range of services all available via the internet. Okay. So services which I talk about, it provides us with the virtual machine, Kubernetes, databases, function apps, and all kind of services are available over the internet itself. So we don't require any kind of on-premise servers to be running some applications. Okay. Now, whenever we start with Azure, under Azure, whenever a user comes in, user logs into his Azure portal, and then over the internet or cloud, the person is able to access the resources which are inside Azure data center. And then user would be able to interact with all the services which he needs that are installed inside this Azure data center. Now this all setting is done using the internet or cloud. So that is why it is known as Azure Cloud. Using this cloud layer, we are able to connect to a Azure data center, which is hosted in, which can be hosted around any place throughout the continent. Okay. So now if we talk about the continents and Azure, so Azure, if we see inside this chart, is spread across all the continents. Okay, as we can see, it has its availability in Northern America, Southern America, Europe. Then it has its availability inside Middle East, then Africa, Asia, and Australia. So except Antarctica, our except Antarctica, Azure Cloud Platform is available throughout the world. Okay, so as you can see inside the map, except Antarctica, it is available throughout the world. Now, if we compare Azure with any other cloud, Azure is spread across most locations. Okay, so if we compare that with AWS or Google Cloud, Azure is the main cloud which is spread across the maximum number of regions inside. If we compare that with any other. Okay. So here you can see inside North America, it has a cluster of data centers. In Southern America, it is currently running in Brazil. Now there is a plan in 2022 that a new data center or a new data center of Azure would be set up in Chile. Okay, then we already have this in Europe. Then inside Middle East, there is a newer plan to set it up inside Israel, UAE, and Saudi Arabia and Qatar also. Okay. Then inside India, we already have 3 data centers running across West India, Central India, and Southern India. Then this is in South Asia, Singapore, and then in China. Okay, so it is spread across most number of regions if we compare that with AWS or Google. So it has around 5 to 10 more regions if we compare with any other cloud vendor. Neither it is as okay, even if we compare it with Google Cloud, AWS, Oracle Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, no, that reach is only done by Azure itself. Okay, maximum reach is by Azure itself. Okay, so this was the introduction to Azure. Now let us see what are some basic concepts which are taught in Azure. Okay, so now as we can see, the data and numbers are one of the thing which we cannot hide, and these are the main thing which don't lie. Okay, and here we can see Azure is spread across. Okay, if we see Azure is spread across throughout the world within 54 regions. And now if we compare with Fortune 500 companies, so this data is valid, and if you want to see, you can validate this data in Azure website itself. Out of 500 Fortune 5, out of 500 Fortune 500 companies, 95% of these companies are directly using Azure for their business needs. Okay, so if we compare, 95% of 500 is around 475. So out of 500 Fortune 500 companies, 475 companies are directly using Azure for using their business needs. May they be using Azure for hosting some application, hosting identity and access management, and all kind of things. The second thing is, in Azure, we can use 100 plus services to build, deploy, and manage our apps inside cloud. Okay, so 100 plus services are given for us to be used in Azure, and these services can be deployed inside our cloud. We can also create a testing environment in cloud. We can also create a production, and we can also create a CI/CD or DevOps environment inside cloud. And then if we want to see the security of this, every year, Azure spends around $1 billion US. Okay, every year you can see $1 billion US is invested for R&D, that is research and development, with 3,500 security experts. So there are very less chances that some of the Azure data center can be hacked, because they give top priority to make the system secure and reliable. Okay, now whenever you start with Azure, whenever we open our Azure account, we are given 12 months of popular free services. Okay, so whenever you open a new Azure account, you will be given 12 months of services which you can use. Okay, which you can use free of cost. Now, apart from this, for first 30 days, Azure will give you around 13,300 rupees, which is approximately equal to $150, which is approximately equal to $150 for first 30 days, so that you can use and explore certain services. Okay, and apart from this, they are also giving certain services which are always free to use, and these are 25 plus services which are always free to use. So it's a win-win situation for all of us whenever we are trying to sign up for Azure. Now, if we compare this thing with AWS, AWS will only give you 12 months of popular free services. But in case if you want to explore any services which is not free to use, AWS won't give any credits, but Azure will give you around 13,300 rupees per 13,300 rupees for a single month, so that you can explore those services which are not even free. Okay. Then what can I do with my Azure free account? Now let us assume we have our Azure free account up and running. What we can do with this account? First of all, we can test and deploy enterprise apps. Okay, as we are given free credit, so what we can do, we can test and deploy certain enterprise app and see how they are performing with Azure. And we can also measure the performance if we are finding that using Azure, our performance with the application are drastically improved. So then in future, we can migrate all our resources to Azure. Second, we can also create mobile experience, like using certain things like Azure App Services and all. We can build our own mobile applications, which we can test while it is running inside cloud to see how the user experience is working on. And we can also create a global website using Azure free resources. And then final is, after doing that, we can also create some insights on our data to see when our applications or something, or when our application or some data is stored inside Azure, what type of analytic did we get? And using those analytical data, we can take certain decisions. We can take certain decisions about user experience and our migration to Azure. Okay, now if we see the total public cloud market share, you will see a constant increase here. If you can see here, in 2012-16, Azure was around 8% and AWS was around 35%. So there was total 27% of difference between them. Now, if we see in 2016, 2019, we can see that Azure market share has increased to 22%, while AWS market share is now 25%. So slowly and slowly, Azure is coming close to AWS. Now, if we compare that with the recent quarter, that is 2021, Azure market share is greater than 25% with AWS at around 46%. Okay, with AWS at around 46%. So if we compare with last 5 years, year-on-year growth, the maximum year-on-year growth you will see from Azure itself. Okay, so year-on-year growth is maximum for Azure itself if we compare that with any other cloud. Okay, now if we see the average salary of an Azure solutions architect, and this source is from the glassdoor.com, so it is a reliable source. We are taking some data from Glassdoor and comparing that data with the average salary, and here we get the insights about average salary per annum for a designated Azure solution architect. So now if I see that in US it is around $100,000 per annum, which is approximately equal to $8,500 per month. So if we compare that with the national average, it is around 20 to 30% higher than that. And we are getting paid around $100 per annum. So if we compare that in Indian price, Indian salary, it is approximately 70 lakhs per year, which is equal to 5 lakhs per month. And then in UK, the salary is around 67,000 per annum. So 67,000 pounds per annum, which is also on the higher side if we compare that with the national average of other job, which is around 4,000 pounds itself. And then if I talk in India, the average package of a solution architect who is working as an Azure solution architect is around 17 lakh per annum. So these are some of the salary comparison of an Azure certified solutions architect. Okay, so now if we talk about the uses of Azure, so let us see. Now to check about the uses of Azure, we will be studying about two case studies. Okay, so these two case studies are sponsored by Ubisoft, which is a major player inside gaming sector. So if you have heard about Ubisoft, you might have heard about a game known as Assassin's Creed, and then HP, which is also one of the major player in computers and hardware marketing. Okay, computers and hardware devices. Okay, so now let us see how these two companies are using Azure to get their infrastructure resilient. Okay, so first, if I talk about Ubisoft, now Ubisoft is having a game, Rainbow Six Siege. It is one of the most popular player versus player video games. So if we talk about player versus player video games, so this is just a real-time game with multiple players fighting or playing against playing against them. Okay, and this every year 30 million with this game, every year around 30 million players are working, and they are growing army of professional contestants. Okay, and if we see about this game, Ubisoft developed and run this Siege in Microsoft Azure. So each and every component of this game is running around Microsoft Azure itself. Okay. And here, if we see about Siege and its platform in its game, it is very reluctant. Okay, so this means this game is totally scalable and there are very low chances that this game would be slowing down. Okay, now here, Microsoft, or here, if we talk about Ubisoft, Ubisoft is using Microsoft Azure service known as Xbox Live. Okay, which is a kind of a service that Microsoft specially gives to the gaming companies, in which they can set up their servers in such a way that they are basically using gaming and related services. Okay, and they provide gaming and services in such a way that all the games or scaling which we are setting up for application are at the very low latency. Okay, and then if we see here, all the things, orchestration, scaling, load handling are done automatically by Azure by using this Xbox Live instances which are given in Azure. Okay, now if we see HP Inc. and if we see HP, it handles around 600 million technical supports contact each year. So if we talk about 600 million technical support contact, it is around 50% population of India, which is around 60 crores support contacts each year. Now to manage these things, okay? So to manage these things, the company needs to strive on a customer experience that should be 100% available and that should be fast. Now to handle these things, Microsoft is using Microsoft Dynamics 365 AI solution for customer services. Okay, so to improve self-service and contact center and support, Microsoft HP is leveraging certain AI-related services of Microsoft App Dynamics, and they are able to build a self-service customer support center in which 70 to 80% of queries are solved by the artificial intelligence bot. In case if there is not solved, it can forward your queries to the nearest available customer support and delivery. Okay, now with this Microsoft AI solution is place, HP contact center agents can quickly locate resources using the tool, and they can drive the resolution within minutes. So with this AI tool being working, the backend engineers who are working to solve your problems, they will automatically know the issues which you are facing so that the customer response time can be reduced and solution can be given more quickly and problems can be solved with a quick resolutions. Okay, now here if we see uses of Azure and what, okay, here is an example of certain workloads which we can use as free whenever we are inside the free tier of Azure. So these are known as the 750 hours of B1 SVM. So this means if we are trying to launch any Linux virtual machine and if we are using this configuration, then we can launch these virtual machines free of cost even if our credits are expired. Okay, even if our credits are expired, we can use these services. Then same goes for your Windows virtual machine. And then after that, you can use a hard disk of around 128 GB per month, which you will be getting free whenever you sign up for a new Azure account. Then 5 GB of blob storage every month, you will be getting it as a free. And if you're using more than 5 gigabytes, then you will have to pay for certain things. And then SQL database. Per month, you can store around 250 gigabytes of data inside a Azure SQL or a SQL server. Okay, so if we see how to become an Azure engineer. Now, there are 3 levels of exam inside Azure. So these levels are known as the fundamentals, associate, and expert. So fundamental is for those who are just fresher and they don't have any knowledge about Azure. Okay, this is covered in Azure fundamental, but I will here all the fundamentals of exam would be covered, and this is an optional exam. So we don't need to give this exam to be a expert. So even if I don't give this exam, this can be optional. We can directly go to our associate. Once you give your associate exam, you would be getting enough knowledge that you would be getting some details about the fundamentals. And then you can be, after giving this exam, you can be a certified Microsoft Azure administrator also. Okay. Then if you are on the not on the administrator side, but if you are on the developer side, you can go for this Microsoft Certified Azure Developer Associate as well. Okay, but I will recommend going for the AZ104 because AZ104 and 204 both, because it will give you deep insights on both the dev tools and the administration tools of Azure. Once you have done this exam, you can either go with the architect solution, which is a single standalone exam. So if after giving this Microsoft certified fundamental exam, you can directly go to this certified solution expert. Here, if you give this exam, you would be given as a certification of an Azure solution architect. But in case if you want to become an Azure DevOps engineer, in that case, the first level would be you have to clear one of these two exams, that is either associate administrator or associate developer. After giving this exam, you can directly go ahead and give the DevOps certified engineer expert. So whenever you clear both of these exams, in that case, you would be designated as a Azure DevOps engineer expert. Okay, but here you can see it is written you can directly give the Microsoft Solution Architect Expert exam, but as a course, as a architect who are working in our organization, I will recommend that first exam should be the associate. Once you are familiar with the associate exam, then go for the Azure Solution Architect Expert. For the DevOps engineer, these giving one of these two exams is compulsory. Otherwise, you won't be qualified for a DevOps engineer. But in case of an architect, you can directly give this exam without any prerequisite. But the prerequisite is, or Microsoft recommends to give any of this exam before attempting the solution architect. Okay. Okay. So any questions? Anyone? Any questions from anyone? Sir, can a non-technical? Yes. Even if you're a non-technical person, we will be working in such a way that you would be given certain basics, and after completion of those basics, you would be learning some aspects about Azure. Once you are covered with that, you can give this exam. Okay. It doesn't ask you about if you are a BTech or if you are a MSc, even if you are a normal BBA and all, and if you have a passion and desire to work in Azure cloud, you can go ahead and give this exam. Okay. Can we get job opportunity? Yes, after this Azure, you can get some good job opportunities because Azure is having one of the highest market currently. If you see, the most of the jobs are currently in Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud. Okay, though AWS is still there, but I will still say Microsoft Azure is currently slowly taking over AWS. So in future, or so in at present time, the companies are looking for Azure engineers. Okay, and there is a huge demand of Azure engineer in current organizations. What if you don't have, even if you don't have any coding background, using this, giving this Microsoft Azure administrator and architect doesn't require any kind of coding experience. Okay. Once we complete fundamental, we'll get a course of completion. That thing, please stay in the call. Our support team with support manager would be joining in. They would be able to clear these questions about the certification and completion. Okay. Even if you don't have any coding background, don't worry about that. Microsoft Azure administrator and architect or DevOps doesn't require any coding experience. Just normal JSON code you should be able to understand. That is the only requirement. What about not having experience because PowerShell needs coding? If PowerShell and all, I will not call it as a coding language. PowerShell is a scripting language. Okay, so these things would be taught. PowerShell and basic Linux would be taught. That is required for the exam. Okay, but you don't need extensive knowledge of PowerShell. Every company are considering, yes, there are certain opportunity for freshers as well if you are a fresher, and if there are certain job opportunity for fresher as well. If you are a certified Microsoft engineer, then there is a chances that you can get a job as a fresher also. Okay, yes, it applies for career shifting also. Microsoft certified professional get job opportunities for Intellipaat. That question I will see the support manager who is joining in after my webinar. They would be better able to answer. Okay. Okay. Any more questions, anyone? Okay. So there are no more questions. So may I ask this anyone from the support team to join in? There are certain question about the job opportunities through Intellipaat. Okay. If anyone from the support team can join in, and colleagues, please stay till the support team is joining in. After I end my session, the support team will be joining in. So please stay inside this call only. Okay. They will be answering your question related to this. Okay. So anyone from the support team here?
Yeah, hello, I am there, sir. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I have answered all the Q&A and this is over. So you can take over the session now.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, good evening, learners. So this is Anshuman from Intellipaat, your course advisor for the day. So I guess it was a very good webinar by the senior faculty who has taken the entire things in details, how Azure and it will be shaping your career. So right now, first I will be going ahead with an structure of the training what we provided in Intellipaat. And upon completion of that, I will be taking the questions related to you, whether it is a job like related or maybe anything related to technical also you can ask me so that I can help you with the entire things. So I guess you'll be able to see my screen. This is the website of Intellipaat right now. So the course which I'll be suggesting to you, that is the flagship course of Intellipaat, because many learners have asked the questions such as job placements, how we are helping after the training and all. So if you go by that course, 3 interviews is guaranteed. That's why I'm showing with that course. And that course is a PG program by Belhaven University, which is an American recognized university. So in that, we'll be giving you complete understanding of Azure. After the training gets over, you'll be getting a job placements. 3 interviews is guaranteed. Your resume building, mock interviews preparations, everything will be done by Intellipaat. And the best advantage of that program is that you'll be getting a PG degree direct from Belhaven University, which is a plus point in your career. It will shape your career very, very easily. So that is the best advantage which you will be getting. So right now you all also can just see my page, or if you want to visit our website, you can just go ahead. Just type Azure in the website of Intellipaat, click on search. You'll be finding multiple courses will be in front of you. The course which I am recommending right now, you can just scroll the screen down. You'll be finding PG program in Microsoft Azure Belhaven University post-graduation. Okay, just click on that. So this is the course which I am discussing with everyone right now. So this course will give you the complete understanding of Azure. First thing I will just tell you, and right now in any cloud, not only Azure, if you go with AWS cloud, if you go with Google cloud, coding or programming is not required. So people from admin background, non-technical background, or a development background, anyone can take this course very, very easily and shape his career. So this course will be giving you the understanding of Azure basics. This will give you the understanding of Azure admin, followed by Azure development, Azure solution architect, Azure DevOps, data factory, and SQL, which is an scripting understanding. So coding is not there, but basic scripting is there. If you're having that knowledge, very good. If you're not having also, in this training will be helping you out. Okay, so scripting, just an easy example I can tell you, A plus B is equal to C. Just you have to see the command, integrate, and do go ahead with the data. That's all. That is exactly the scripting work. Not like coding, how A plus B is equal to C, how that looping is formed, how that coding is formed. That work is a coder, developer guide, not in this Azure. So just an scripting will be required, Windows PowerShell scripting basics and SQL scripting basics. So both will be teaching you in this particular program step by step. So this is a PG program in Microsoft Azure by Belhaven University. And here you are getting complete aspects of Azure. Along with that, you'll be getting a PG certificate from Belhaven. See here, you can just see the article. Later on, you can just have a look onto this article by US News and World Report, where exactly this Belhaven University is lying right now. So it's in the top 100 universities of the entire world. Okay, it's a recognized university of America. So you'll be getting a PG certification from them. It's a very, very biggest advantage to you. And here you can see 30 PLA credits from Belhaven. So when you're applying for any visa, if you're looking for on-site jobs out of India, this PLA credits will help you out and your visa will be approved very, very easily. So that is also a plus point to everyone. Okay, right now you can scroll the screen down. You can see key highlights, how this program will be going. So this training will be completely through a Zoom webinar, live classes, and it's an interactive class. Same like we both are right now in the same webinar. It is through a Zoom. So the classes will also be conducted on the Zoom webinar, interactive class where you can post your questions, we'll answer everything step by step. After the class, recordings we are giving you complimentary. So you can make use of the recording also. That will be on your portal lifelong. So that is also a plus point. Plus the batches will be only in the weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday, evening time, 8 p.m. IST to 11 p.m. IST. So 3 hours evening Saturday, 3 hours evening Sunday, 6 hours per week. Second point, 215 hours self-paced video. So one set of pre-recorded video of the entire training, we are giving you complimentary for a better understanding of the course. So live class also will happen, but before that, one pre-recorded video of the entire training, we are giving you complimentary. So that it will be a better exposure for you. You can understand the concept nicely. That will be again a biggest advantage to everyone. Third is the project work. 130 hours is for project and exercise. So we are giving you around 18 to 19 projects. Some case studies will be there. Classroom exercise also will be conducted so that your practical experience will be too much. And with that practical exposure, you'll be getting a job. Because theory will give you the skill set. Practicals will fetch you a job in the market. So these are all the real-time projects which you'll be getting in this training period. Then once the training gets over, PG certification from Belhaven, they will recognize you that you are a PG candidate for the Azure Master, Azure Architect. Certification from Microsoft also you will be getting because Azure is a product of Microsoft. And as an institute, Intellipaat, we are having an official collaboration with Microsoft also. Okay, so the trainers which we hire, they're all certified Microsoft trainers having more than 12 to 13 years of IT experiences. They will be trainers for this training program. So once the training gets over, one Intellipaat certificate you will get, one PG certificate from Belhaven, and one Microsoft course completion also you're getting. Then one-to-one with industry mentors. So we'll assign you a mentors who will be from the industry side. Any point of time, if you are having any discussion, you're having any doubt, any problem, you can directly call to those mentors. They will help you out. In terms of technical, in terms of project, any doubts, they will take care of. It will be one-to-one. 3 guaranteed interviews, which I was talking about. Only with this program in Azure in Intellipaat, you will be getting 3 interviews guaranteed. So placements are assured. This is a 7-month program. So our aim is that the people will get job first, then the PG certification. That is in line with this program. So that is our aim and motive to give the candidates. So within 7 months, you'll be getting a job in your hand and then a PG certification. That is a plus point with this program because mostly people who are attending this webinar will be looking for a career change, job in the market. So that exactly will be helping you out. Flexible schedule. In case you miss out some classes due to any reason XYZ, the recordings of that class is automatically on your portal. You can make use. It will be lifelong there with you. Along with that, we are conducting some weekdays batch also in the between. That is our regular course on Azure. So sometimes you can just inform your learning manager or maybe any person who is from Intellipaat, your course advisor. They will help you out with that weekdays batch also. Sometimes we can add you into that so that you can make use of those missed classes in the weekdays. So this flexibility we provide to the learners. Lifetime free upgrade. So any upgradation right now, maybe some people might be knowing in this webinar, For example, AZ 303 and 304, which is solutions architect. It is going to expire in month of March end. So the upgradation will come AZ 305. That time what you will do? Other institute, if you are taking, you have to again spend that price, 20K, 25K, whatever their charges is there, then again you have to get upgradation on that. But with Intellipaat, it's a no. We are giving you a lifetime free upgrade. So no need to spend 1 rupees also extra. Anytime any upgradation comes to this particular program by Microsoft or maybe in the market, please come back to us, take the training free of cost, no need to pay any price. After 10 years also, you can come. So that is the biggest advantage with Intellipaat. Just a one-time payment you are doing for Azure course and lifetime free upgradation option you get. Then mentor support. So I'll be sharing the numbers after the enrollment. If once the enrollment is done for the learners, 3 to 4 direct technical team numbers is being shared with the learners. You can give a call to them. Because once you're in the webinar, you can discuss with the trainer. But once you're not there, that time you're stuck somewhere. Recordings not added, link not shared. Any reasons, any doubts related to your curriculum course or anything, you can directly call to those mentors. They will help you out. 24/7 the number is available. I will share once the enrollment is done for the learners. So these all are the features, highlights for this training program, what we provide. Right now, when you scroll the screen down, you can see about Belhaven University. Recognized 3 major of their quality and programming college of distinction, ranked among the best regional university in the South for 8 consecutive years by US News and World Report. Okay, so these are the highlights of Belhaven. If not, then after the webinar, you can just check on the Google and find what exactly is the Belhaven. So you are getting a PG degree and this will be the certificate what you are getting. When you zoom that, this is the certificate given by Belhaven University, the PG postgraduate program. Now scroll the screen down and this is the certificate you will be getting for Microsoft, because as I told, Microsoft certificate also you'll be getting. You can see Satya Nadella digital signature is there and the certified trainer will teach you. He will sign at the last. Now you can just scroll the screen down. Who can apply for the program? Professionals, non-IT, IT looking forward to make a career in Azure can go ahead. Graduates, a BTech pass out can go ahead. Programmers, developer guys can go ahead. Solutions architect can go ahead. System admin from the networking side can go ahead. Network admin also can go ahead. So these are written by the Belhaven University who can opt for this program. So basically anyone can go ahead who is looking to make their career in Azure fit. Now scroll the screen down. You can see what are the agenda we are providing in the curriculum section. First course will be AZ104, which is the networking admin infrastructure active directory. So this course will be for 30 hours, AZ104. It will take 1 month. Once that is done, we move on to the second course, that is AZ204, Azure Development Solutions. Okay, how to create an app and the development side. Development does not mean again coding. Without coding, how to use those development and create an application will be taught to you in 204. Third one is AZ304, which is Azure Solutions Architect. Then Azure DevOps. For any Azure or any cloud, DevOps is a primary requirement right now in the market. So DevOps understanding also will be taught to you in course number 4, and how the interrelation is happening between Azure and DevOps is in this 70 hours. Then Azure Data Factory. So Azure Data Factory is a big data services onto a cloud services like Databricks, data assembly, data warehousing, those concepts will be covered here. And the last one will be SQL, which I was talking about. This is the scripting understanding. So basic scripting. Okay, 4 to 5% scripting is required in cloud. So that part will be covering here. Then 3 courses we are giving self-paced, complementary, Linux, cloud computing, AZ900. So these 3 courses are given to you. Okay, AZ900 also we are covering into live class. Azure 900 is the fundamental of Azure, theoretical part. What exactly is Azure, how it is scheme, how you'll be applying those concepts. So AZ900. So this is also Blue Dot. It will be in the live classes. So only 2 is the self-paced, Linux and cloud computing. So overall, this is the combination of 9 courses in front of you, 7-month program, PG certification, 3 interviews guaranteed, which I told you, placements are 100% assured. So this is the right choice for everyone. I will be suggesting you who want to make a career in cloud, minimum to minimum 80 to 100% hike from your current salary you can expect with this PG program. Now you can scroll the screen down. I will be just coming to the pricing section. So the price for this course will be 75,012 plus 18% GST is there. So it comes to around 88,800 rupees. You can just see here below the admission detail, 75,012 plus 18% GST. So it comes to around 88,800 rupees, all including GST. Anywhere if you talk in Intellipaat with your course advisor, with your team, they will help you with a no cost EMI option. So we are having no cost EMI option on credit card, on debit card, up to 9 months we are offering with that. So 3, 6 or 9. So you can go with an easy cost, no cost EMI. But discounts are not there in this course. It's a PG program, so there is no discount. But this webinar I am taking, so I have come up with some discount for each and every one. So in case you call me, you update me by tomorrow 5 p.m. by any chance, any one of them. So I will give you this course in flat 75,000 all including GST. So 18% I'm giving you a discount. GST part I will be removing it from. In that 75 all including GST, 9 month no cost EMI on debit card or credit card I will offer. But if anyone confirms me directly by tomorrow 5 p.m., then only. I will just tell my number, you all can note down. It is 9019899849. I will repeat 9019899849. I will just write here also. And my WhatsApp number also, you can contact me if you're not from India, or if you want to contact me through a WhatsApp or message. Okay, you can contact me here also. So these are my calling number and my WhatsApp number. My name is Anshuman. Feel free, if you're not taking also, you can ask me for a suggestion. I'll be the best person at Intellipaat to help everyone. Okay, so you can contact me on these two numbers. By 5 p.m. tomorrow, 75 all including GST with the PG program. Yeah, I have think anybody's, can you ping me in chat? Yeah, I have pinged in chat only, right? Yeah. So these two are my numbers. You can just note down, contact me by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Before that, today also you can contact me anytime over the WhatsApp, over the call. 75 all including GST for this PG program you will be getting. But this program will change each and everyone's career. That's a promise from Intellipaat, because you'll be getting a PG degree along with that 3 interviews guaranteed. So placements are assured. Right now, I'm open to all the questions. You all can ask me each and every questions. Akhila, will you be suggesting the companies for the interviews, or we can try IGP in the current organization? No, you can try by yourself, and 101% Intellipaat will be helping you out with all the suggestions, all the interviews. We are having our own placement team, and around 92 MNCs we are having a tie-up. I will show you some MNCs which we are having a tie-up and flashing in the website. You can see all the top MNCs: NASDAQ, Amazon, Microsoft, Intuit, Gartner, like MDoc, Cisco, New Sigma. So these are the 18 MNCs which you'll be able to see on the screen. We are having a tie-up direct, which are the global MNCs company. Along with that, we are having more 73 to 74 companies in India. So we'll be helping you out with the entire placements in any one of the organization. 3 interviews, as I told you, will be guaranteed. Yeah. Siddharth, after we completed the course, do we need to again write the Microsoft certification? If you're going outside India, it's compulsory. You have to go ahead with the main examination. In India, if you're looking for the job, it is your choice. With this PG certification and Microsoft course completion certificate, easily you can find the job in the market. No need to spend any extra price. But yeah, if you want, it is an add-on any day. It will be a plus point if you go with the main examination. And if you're going outside India and applying for the job, in that case, Microsoft main examination is 100% required. Any other questions? So the course is for 7 months or 9 months. It's a 7-month program. Saturday and Sunday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. 3 hours. 7 months it will take to complete the entire thing. What is the best choice for freshers? Siraj, I will just tell you, this is the course which I have recommended to you. I showed you who can apply for the course. So if you're a fresher, very easily you can go ahead. Fresher or experience does not matter. We start the course right from the basic grassroots level. What exactly is the meaning of Azure, why Azure cloud has came into the market? From that level we start, and then we go ahead with the mid-level, then the advanced topic. That's why we are taking 7 months of your time. So every person will be on the same page, whether you're a fresher or you're experienced. What is the roadmap for Azure? Just missed out a question. Just scroll up. Yeah, D Vignan, what is the roadmap for Azure? Azure roadmap is first is AZ 900, Azure fundamentals, then AZ 104, Azure admin, then AZ 204, that is Azure development, then AZ 303 and 304, which is Azure solutions architect, followed by AZ 400, which is Azure DevOps. So this is the minimum if you want to get a job in the market. Person having 10 plus years experience, this would helpful 101%. I told again and again, a fresher, BTech passed out, and a person having 20-25 years experience, everybody will be on the same page. Your salary, if you're having 10 years, Ani, you'll be getting the salary on your, for example, your salary 25 or 20 lakhs. On that, you will be getting 80% hike. Person who is having an experience of 2 years, salary is 5 lakh. On that, they will give get 80% hike. So that is the difference which your experience will be creating. That's all. Understanding part, both is same. Is this exam equivalent to fundamental or associate examination? Azure fundamental is a different AZ 900. Associate examinations, all are associated. In Microsoft, there is nothing like 2, 3, 4 examination. In AWS, sometimes it happens. AWS Solutions Architect Associate, AWS Solutions Architect Professional, but in Azure, no. Directly the examination codes I have already told you. AZ 900 is fundamental, only one examination is there. AZ 104 is admin, only one examination. AZ 204 is developer, only one examination. Nothing like associate, fundamental, or professional. All is having a single examination. Welcome, Ani. You can all share the feedback after the sessions on the form which has been given to you by the support. I guess that link is there in the chat. So it will be a great help for us. Yeah, Ani, again, do you provide Azure Lab or we need to create free tier account? When you're going with this this PG program, Intellipaat will be having some vouchers. Okay, I will not tell you that we'll be giving you a complete 7-month access for the portal, but we'll be having a 15 days Azure Lab vouchers because we are official collaboration with Microsoft. So we do release to the candidates. Okay, so maybe 5 to 6 vouchers will be releasing it so that 2, 3, 4 months it will be easier for you, but nothing like that permanent license to us. We are not releasing that, but we'll help you out. So 3, 4 months you can easily go ahead with our vouchers, which we'll be providing to each and every learners. And after the enrollment, you can ask me, I will help you out. Can I know what is the difference between other Azure course and the PG program which you went through? One course we are having similar to this course exactly, that is an Azure Architect Master's program. The price is 55,000 plus 18% GST in the website right now, so you can find in Intellipaat. But there is nothing like PG. There is nothing like 3 interviews guaranteed. So that 2 things will be missing here. Same thing if you add in this program, I think 20K you're paying extra, that is 55, this is 75. Here you're getting a PG degree. Along with that, you're getting 3 interviews guaranteed, 100% placements is assured in this program. So that are the major differences. Which one, D Vignan, which one is ultimate job role in Azure? You can, experienced people can go ahead with an Azure architect, product manager, release manager. You can go with Azure DevOps engineer. So this time kind of roles you'll be getting. And architect role will always fetch you in higher salary. Kushagra Sharma, how is the program different from your master? I guess I already told you. Number of hours for both the programs is same, 235 hours. You can verify. Only the thing is that projects you will be getting extra here. That's why we are taking, that is a 5.5 month. This is a 7 month program. So 1.5 month extra projects will be more for practice. And yeah, as I told, PG certificate, 3 interviews guaranteed. That thing you're not finding in Azure Master program. Yeah, I'm open to questions. Any more questions, I'll be ready to answer you. What about people who are working as a project manager? How they can pursue this course? Of course, you're already a project manager, and if you're going with this program, you're changing your domain. Maybe you're a project manager for a different project, or maybe on the same domain right now. But right now, after this program, you'll be again a project manager, but onto the Azure part. You'll be getting a project of Azure technology. So you can get a higher job, but the role remains the same, project manager. You can fetch that. You'll get with your experience. If you're for 10 to 12, 14 years experience, easily you can get a job of project manager, but in Azure domain, you're in Azure cloud or project manager. Any specific course for PM though? This is the course which I have suggested to you. This is more than enough for a PM. Apart from that, one more technology you can understand extra. I can give you an agile technology, which is a project management course free with this program. So you can contact me. I will give you that particular course where the highlights, how the project manager works will be there. That's a theoretical course. Shashikant, master program can only go for the job opportunities. Yeah, in master program of that, I think you're asking overall. Okay, master program can only go. Yeah, I will just tell you all single programs also we are having at Intellipaat, like AZ104 single program. That we can help you out with the understanding. Your skill set will be good. For that placements we are not providing, because you're having a 10-year. I will give an easy example. A person is having a 10-year experience. Your competition will be with the person who is having more understanding than you. So if you go with only one course, AZ104 Azure admin, why they will give a job to you of 15 lakh? They are happy to give a person a job who is having just 3.5 years, 3.5 lakhs package they will give you at them, and they're having 1 year experience, right? So if they're giving you 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, if you want that, you have to go with the entire Azure knowledge. Okay, so that will fetch you an architect understanding, that will fetch you a higher salary. With Azure admin knowledge, I am happy to offer a person a 3 lakh package. Why I will give you 20 lakhs? So you can relate yourself with that position. So 10 years, 8-year experience guy has to take Azure master, then only the job will be provided. That's why I told you in this program, it's a job, 3 interviews is guaranteed. Yeah, I think it is something you need permission. This form can be viewed by users in the owner's organization. Okay, so if anybody is there from the support team, please unlock that thing so that everybody can post the feedback thing. Any other questions? Yeah, so she can't again. Cloud architect with DevOps master program can get job opportunities. Yeah, cloud architect with DevOps also fetch you a job opportunities, but guaranteed word will not be there. We help you out. 100% job assistance Intellipaat provide. Lifetime access we are giving to the portal also. That is jobs.intellipaat.com. But yeah, so like in that case, we help you out. We'll try to push that you get a job, but nothing like guarantee. With PG program only we are giving you guarantee. So cloud architect also will help you out with the placements. It's not like that, not, because that is also a master program that also will help you out. Yeah, I guess one link was shared by support team. You can try with that link if you want to post the feedback. Thanks, feedback link is working. Okay, Ani, thanks for the confirmation. Any other questions? I am available 2-3 minutes more. I will be rectifying, or else I have posted my number and my WhatsApp. You can message me, you can call me. I will be really good to help you out. Akila is asking it. It would be good if there is some concession is the face. To be really frank, you can search in the market in 75,000. If you're getting a PG degree, that also with Belhaven University, it's out of the question. So it's 88,500 or 600 some odd amount with GST. I have already reduced that amount because I'm taking this webinar, so I'm helping you out, taking a special permission from our management. Okay, so 75 on including GST. I'll be giving you the best price for this, and EMI options as I told you. We can't go reduction. If you go with our Azure Masters program, to be really frank, if you ask me a discount, I will give you 30-35% off. That is Intellipaat program. So you can take that program in 40-45K. But for this program, you have to invest a little bit because this will fetch you something extra. So from when the classes will start? Okay, good question, Akila. Yeah, the upcoming batch for this program is 6th of Feb, this coming Sunday. So that will be the next cohort. We are starting the fresh batch on this Sunday. So as I told, if by 5 p.m. you enroll, you're saving some price. and you can go ahead with that program, because 7-month program, if you're taking time, always it will be a time only. 15 days, 20 days, 1 month, you will take a time. Again, you will start, you have to invest 7 months. Sooner you start, sooner you complete, competition will be less. Azure cloud is having a more competition compared to AWS because it's the fastest growing cloud right now. So you have to think on that aspect. So let me know by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Enroll yourself at 6th Fab batch on the number which I have shared with you. Uh, Pricing 75 including GST I will give you. So you can go ahead with that. Can we shift from cloud architect with DevOps to PG program, as I have paid the full amount, classes to be started 2nd Feb? You can contact me. Okay, you can contact me tomorrow, Shashi. I will help you out. Okay, I will just see what is the difference and how much you have fetched the course. Accordingly, I will help you out. So you can contact me directly as I given my number. I will help you out. Okay, can you ping this PG program link? Sure, I will ping you in this particular chat bot only. Just ping the link. You all can WhatsApp me. I will just mention the number one more time so that if anybody has missed out, you all can just go ahead. Yeah. So WhatsApp number, calling number, both have pinged everyone. You can just let me know. So I think I will just wait for 2 more minutes because I was very happy that you all have asked multiple questions to me. So it becomes easier for us to explain everything in details. Kushagra, can you please take my above question? Kushagra, maybe I missed out. I'll just scroll this thing up once again. Okay, yeah. Kushagra, you said sometimes you will be allowing to attend weekdays classes if I miss. Can you ensure there is no limit to attend classes apart from the scheduled one? As it's a lifetime validity. It's fine, Kushagra. You can contact me. On this, we'll discuss further. I will ensure you that if in case you miss some classes in the weekends, I will help you out with the weekdays batch too. So you can contact me on that. Surely I'll help you. Akila, last question. I'm sorry for multiple. It's good, Akila. No issues. Of course, it's good to have all the questions multiple times. I'm ready to answer that. How we can go for the EMI option? Will you be providing? Yes, we'll be providing you the EMIs options. So if you're having any credit card or debit card, in both we'll help you out with the no cost EMI option up to 9 months. So in that also you can contact me. I will help you out better. Welcome. One more question was there. Yes. Will you provide e-certification for today's session? No, nothing certification is provided for that. This recording will be there in the YouTube. Along with that, I guess if you have registered yourself, you'll be getting that link over the mail. So you can just have a look on the repetition. Nothing like e-certification. This is just an small sessions where we are like helping you out to understand better for your career. Okay, I guess Intellipaat support team is writing this session is webinar. So you'll be getting e-certificate for workshop. If any time workshop sessions are arranged, in that case, our team will help you out with e-certificates. So we have answered you also. So I guess good to go. And it was really a nice gesture to have all you on this webinar. And it was really interactive talking to you all. Good questions from anyone. Hopefully anybody can give me a call or WhatsApp me and let's see how it goes. And if not also, no need to worry. It was a pleasure talking to you all. And hopefully somewhere you will be taking this knowledge along with you. And if you're not taking also, you can feel free to update me. That one I will not be taking right now, but I want some suggestion. Any point of time I'll help you out. So all the best, guys. And you can just go ahead with the feedback link. And yeah, good night. Take care.